Hello everyone, I'm Anne-Marie.
And I'm Gabe.
Today we're going to teach you a tip to help you make small talk in English.
And a great place to start when making small talk is by starting a relevant conversation.
Relevant is kind of a big word. What does that mean?
Well, being relevant means that something is connected to the matter at hand. It's not random.
Relevant conversation is conversation that has to do with what the person is currently doing, what they themselves like, and what your relationship is to them.
So let's look at these three categories one by one. Small talk related to what the person is currently doing depends on the setting. Let's say a coffee shop.
If you're in line and want to strike up a conversation with the person in front of you, you can make a comment on what they ordered. Hey, that's one of my favorite drinks. Or, do you always take your coffee black?
Now, this type of conversation might be more or less common depending on where you live in the world. Just make sure that the setting is appropriate before you start these kinds of conversations.
Okay, let's talk about making sure the conversation is relevant to what you know someone likes. This kind of small talk is done with someone you already know and have a relationship with.
If you know your coworker is into politics, you might ask them their opinion on a news story you saw. Hey, did you see that news story? What did you think of it?
Or if a classmate's favorite author releases a new book, you could ask them if they read it. Clearly, you need to know the person fairly well to ask these kinds of questions.
Lastly, when starting relevant conversations, you have to choose your opening question and topic based on your relationship with that person.
For example, you wouldn't ask a random stranger, "What did you do last weekend?" That's weird. But this question would be perfectly fine for making small talk with your coworker that you haven't seen all weekend.
Are the conversations you're making relevant, friends? It can take practice, but by doing this, you can really improve your small talk in English.
We hope you found this tip helpful. We'll see you next time.